What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to the Unrelated Sports Podcast. I am the Andy McConnell, and with me, as always, is the Mr. Cody Allstat. Cody, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Had a nice day off. It wasn't boiling hot today, so it's a really good day.
I know.
How about yourself?
This is my favorite kind of weather. I mean, it can get colder too, but as we start going down is what I love, temperature-wise.
Well, it also just means that there's a certain sporting event that we like to talk about probably the most, but I won't mention its name yet.
What, NASCAR?
Coming up about halfway through a sporting event, not hobby.
But NASCAR is a sport.
Oh, okay. If you got to keep telling yourself that.
I do. I mean, it was on ESPN. I guess there are sports on ESPN.
They do politics on ESPN anymore. I don't think it really counts.
They show bags. Or cornhole.
I mean, that's a sport.
They show poker. Or they used to show poker. They don't show it anymore. But...
They don't show it anymore? World Series of Poker isn't on?
No, for the last, 5 years.
Streaming service?
No, it's on, yes, and it's on the CBS Sports Network as well.
That's weird.
I'd love to always that on ESPN.
Daniel
Negreanu?
Negreanu, that's him.
K-Poker. You also have Phil Ivey. You have the Brat, Phil Hellmuth.
Oh, my God.
Mike the Mouth Matisow. I can go on and on.
I bet you can. I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
Okay, that's good. So, do you want me to get into my weekend first, or do you want to get into yours?
Go into yours.
Okay. Well, mine was actually fun. My brother Austin and I, yes, Austin, Andy's brother. Him and I went up to him. Yeah, him and I went up to Minneapolis to watch the Minnesota Twins play a little baseball game.
Oh, nice.
And they beat the Chicago White Sox. I think it was 13-7 or 12-7. So what? Kind of a weird game. Twins were up 8-0 early. White Sox came back. Game got stupid. It was weird. The Twins handed the White Sox their 20th straight loss.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're bad.
They're going streaking. Holy cow.
Yeah, they're really bad. Really, really
Worst
bad.
team in baseball?
Yep. I believe so. It's either them or the Colorado Rockies. I'm pretty sure it's them.
That's what you want to be. That's what you're going for.
That's what you want to see out of your division.
Worst team in baseball.
That's what you want to see out of one of your division rivals. You just want to see them suck.
Now, a 20-game losing streak would be like a 2-game losing streak in football.
Yes.
Really. I mean, just for 162 games a year, 17 games a year.
Yeah. But I don't know. It just feels like in baseball, the 20-plus gamer, it hurts more.
Oh, I'm sure that has to be devastating, especially for their fan.
Yeah, well, fans... I can't go I think they have about 2, maybe 3.
Technically, I guess that would be fans, but...
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was nice. Did see some guy get smoked with a foul ball? It was popped up. We were sitting behind home plate, maybe a section or two to the right of us. This was one of the last at-bats of the game. Ball got shot straight up. I was focusing on one guy trying to catch it with his hat, and I missed. And
nice.
He didn't catch it, and I just saw the ball bounce, so I thought they just missed it and it hit the ground and whatnot. But then Austin said he was watching, and this looks like kind of older-ish gentleman. I think he had white hair. Yeah, he missed it with his hands, and it smoked him right in the head. You could see where it hit him because his hair was parted at that point.
Ooh.
So that thing probably left a solid goose egg.
I bet.
Yesterday, today. Yeah.
I bet he felt it. That's awesome.
I'm thinking you're right. And then, yeah, that's about it. That was about my weekend right there. Nothing too entertaining.
Awesome. We had the kids' grandparents watched our kids while Courtney and I went to Deadpool. So that was awesome.
How'd you like it?
It was funny. I laughed a lot.
I did too.
I really enjoyed it.
Good old Marvel Jesus. That was good.
And I liked seeing all the different Deadpools, like the baby Deadpool and
that was good.
Handsome Deadpool.
And then Blake Lively played Lady Deadpool.
Yeah. I did know that. And Paul Mullen from Wrexham played the Wrexham Deadpool. So
nice.
I believe Matthew McConaughey played the
like the Western or tech, like
yeah. Yep. Sorry, that was cool seeing.
Sorry if we're spoiling it for anybody, but
yeah, there's some other there's some other people that you saw in it. I'm gonna make one spoiler is like Elektra in it. I really liked the moment where they said something like Daredevil died, and she's like, "Eh." Okay. You probably didn't get that reference.
No, I don't get it all.
Daredevil and Elektra in the comics are a couple, and in real life, the person that played Deadpool that crossed over with Elektra was played by none other than her ex-husband, Ben Affleck. So,
okay.
Jennifer Garner's ex-husband, they killed him off in the show.
Wait, in the movie?
In the movie, yeah. One of the things that they says is like, "Oh my god!" And then, Daredevil died. Oh no! What happened? Whatever.
Oh, okay, okay. I gotcha.
They didn't show it. They just mentioned it.
Okay. That's where I was lost. I was like, wait, what did I miss here? So, okay.
No, but that was a cool little moment. Yeah. Then we had some people over on Sunday. Austin Roth. He wants me to mention his name whenever I can, I guess.
You're a nice guy.
I know. He's feeling lonely. Him and their family came over on Sunday, played in our little pool, and we played a game of horse. I lost spectacularly.
So I'm going to go out a limb and say you had Horse before he even had H.
No. I think he was either at Ho or Whore. I'm not sure. But our wives were in. But Courtney was the first one out, then me, and then his wife, Marissa. And then he. Yeah.
You didn't come in last, Cody. I'm proud of you.
I didn't come in last, nope.
In a game of basketball. Good for you.
I am not skilled at it.
Good for you.
Oh, well.
You know who also wasn't skilled over the weekend? This might be harsh to say. John Rahm on hole 11 on the Olympic golf tournament.
No, he was in prime position, and then he wasn't exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if he was used to playing more than 54 holes, maybe he would have been able to hold on, I guess.
That might have been it.
He was not living life right. That was bad. Sorry, that was a bad pun. That was a really bad pun.
He was living on a prayer.
He was, and that prayer never came back.
It did not get answered.
Well, and it's funny. So Austin and I were watching it on his phone when we were driving up to Minneapolis, and we just keep watching the scoreboard, and it's like, okay, well, Rahm and Fleetwood are tied, and then you got to see like between Xander was up there, and I don't know when that happened to him. And then you see Scotty and Rory starting to make runs. And it's like, okay, cool. This is gonna get good. And then Rory hits his ball in the water. I think on like 15 or 16. And then Scotty just goes on a little birdie surge. And next thing you know, you look up and it's like, holy mother mercy! How the heck's he in the lead?
Yeah, he remembered his putter.
Yeah, Scotty learned how to putt.
That's not good for anybody when he's putting good.
No, especially with
he's a dangerous man.
Especially with his ball striking and stuff. And
yeah.
And then he was able to hold off Tommy Fleetwood. And then Tommy had the interesting predicament of, do you go for gold, or do you go for at least a chance to win the gold medal on 18, or do you just kind of play it safe and
do you go for, just take the give me silver?
Yeah, or do you try to make a mess of it and then you don't get anything?
Have to play off for bronze or play off for silver or bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting dynamic. But do you notice too that, and I don't know why I didn't notice this even during the last Olympics, but that they don't wear their hats at all during the medal ceremonies?
I did not notice that.
Yeah, they do not.
Why is that?
I don't know why. I honestly don't. But I just somebody mentioned that yeah, they're either not allowed to or they're not supposed to or something like that.
Interesting.
But yeah, good. I mean, good for Scotty. Keeps it in America. keeps the gold in America.
Yep. And it's going to American soil the next time.
Yeah, in L.A. at Riviera Country. Oh boy, that's gonna be
no. So far, there has not. The host country has not had a medalist at golf yet.
Oh shoot! Yeah, you're right. France was close.
France was very close.
I think it was Victor Perez.
Yep.
I think he shot like a 62. What's funny though? So he tied the course record there, which is actually owned by his twin brother.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, fun fact. Yeah, just a little fun fact. So yeah, what a while. Again, golf is fun when the biggest names, even when there's no money on the line, it's when they care, and that's when all the pressure shows and everything. That's when it gets fun.
Like that one, the Ryder Cup is another one where there's no money involved, but it's so much fun to just see them caring and playing for the pride. And
so I'm looking at the little scoreboard right now. I forgot Hideki Matsuyama got the bronze, and he was also in contention. That's right. But so through 10 holes, John Ramos at 20 under, leading by 4. Scotty was 6 back, and he won.
Yeah. He was. What did he beat? What did Rahm end up at? Overall score.
That I don't know. I would say maybe 15 under. I just took a screenshot of what it was.
He collapsed. I know that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Scheffler was
19?
21.
Oh, I thought he was at 19. I'll double check quick. But yeah, it was pretty freaking nuts. So yeah, okay. So Scotty won at 19.
Okay.
Under. Tommy got the silver at 18 under, and then Hideki got the bronze at 17 under. Rory finished tied with John Rahm at 15 under.
Okay.
And then unfortunately, the guy who we both like, Tom Kim, finished 4 shots off the podium, which would have negated his mandatory military service for Korea.
Yep.
So hopefully Tom's able to find another way to get out of that, because everybody
there's a lot of
Kim.
There's a lot of countries that have a mandatory military service. I know that we had an exchange student that lived with us, and he had that.
I know there was.
He was in Denmark.
Okay, and there's a basketball player. His name was Lauri Markkanen. He's from Finland. I believe they have a mandatory military service as well. Which, could you imagine that? Just in the prime of your career, having to just go away for like 2 years, basically.
Yeah, well, Elvis was drafted. I mean, he kind of got around. Like he served, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Serve, like they kept him pretty safe, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be not.
That'd be weird.
And then, especially like golf, like for Tom Kim's perspective, you take 2 years off, and you know how to play golf, but you don't know how to play golf at the same time.
Right. You're not going to get to practice like with the guys that you've been playing with and playing against, so that's an automatic advantage to them.
Yeah. Let's see. So then, what other Olympic sports have you been following?
Well, funny you should ask.
Okay, good. That's what I'm here for.
First of all, I don't really follow Greco-Roman wrestling, but the greatest Olympian of all time in wrestling retired today. He is the first Olympian in wrestling, at least, and maybe the only one ever to win 5 medals in one event in 5 different Olympics. The last 5 Olympics he has medaled.
Dang.
Not only that, he has that was a tied record. Somebody has done that before. He is the first one to do it with a gold medal in every one.
Wow.
At 41 or 42 years old, from Cuba. I don't want to butcher his name. Majan? What? Lopez from Cuba. He has won 5 gold medals. He has also won 5 world championships and 3 bronze or silver medals in his career. But to win 5 Olympic golds at 120 kilograms and 130 kilograms is a feat that I don't know if you'll ever see beaten. And the fact is, he retired. He left his shoes on the mat. That's kind of a symbolic in the wrestling world that once you leave them on, you're stepping away from competing in the sport. He probably could still compete. He just won the gold. They were already talking could he win it again in 4 years? And, the answer is there's a good chance of it, but he's also dedicated, 20 years to wrestling at a high level. He's probably ready to move on and go on to something else. But,
and you said he's 42?
40, yeah, he's 41 or 42.
Okay. Dang.
So, yeah, it's hard. I mean, winning a gold medal, and he did it for the country of Cuba. I know that the person that he wrestled in the finals, I believe, was a training partner of his back in the day.
Okay.
They also from Cuba, but maybe went to another country to compete because otherwise he didn't have a chance to make the team.
Yep. Nope. Understand.
But, I know that, and then today, a name that people that have followed for a while have. I'm all excited right now. We're talking wrestling.
I can tell.
There's actual competition going on. A name that people should be familiar with that have been paying attention to this show. Amit Allure. 8-time world champion at the age of, 6 world championships in the last 2 years. She competed for the gold medal at 68 kilograms, which would be about 149 pounds wrestling. She won the Olympic gold today over a woman from Japan, I believe. So she won 3-0. I think she outscored her opponents in the 5 matches she had 32-2.
That sounds good.
So she's the youngest American to ever win a gold medal in wrestling, beating out Kyle Snyder, who will also be competing this week sometime for his third Olympics. She is 20 years old in 7 months. He was 20 years old in 9 months when he won. So,
dang.
And then Sarah Hildebrandt, I think she's wrestling at 54 kilograms, maybe 50 or 54. 54. She is wrestling for gold tomorrow. I don't know if she's ever medaled in the Olympics, but she's been a great name I think she wrestled for the Hawkeye Wrestling Club for a short while. Kind of went to Arizona State's Sun Devil Wrestling Club. I don't know where she's still tied in with the Hawkeyes somewhat, but she is wrestling for gold after I know that the number 1 pound for pound wrestler at that weight class or in women's wrestling went down match 1 this year.
Dang.
Amit Allure, she had, you're in the Olympics, you're wrestling great wrestlers everywhere. Everybody's a world champ or a medalist or of some sort, world medalist. And Amit Allure, her first match, she was the number 1 seed going into this, and the top 4 or 6 of 16 are seeded. Okay. But after that, they're drawn in there, and she had to wrestle the reigning world champ at a different weight class match 1. Because there's only 6 Olympic weights and there are 10 weights in normal wrestling. Okay. So some of them have to move around, and somebody, I think a lady that had to cut down a little bit, and Amit, I believe, did she cut down? I think she normally wrestles 72 kilograms, so I think she cut down a little bit, but I think she she was wrestling the reigning 68 kilogram champ,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the reigning 72.
Okay.
So,
Dang.
and then like I said, Hildebrandt is tomorrow. I know Adam Kuhn, who wrestled for Michigan. He's done. He got a world champ round 1 in Greco-Roman, but I don't know who else is wrestling tomorrow. I know Spencer Lee's first match is on Thursday. You don't know who they're drawing yet. They announced who they wrestled the day before.
I gotcha.
So,
I mean, kind of hard to believe. I think the closing ceremonies are like this Sunday too, so stuff goes like bang.
yeah, the
bang.
11th, I think.
Yeah.
So,
because I know like the women's golf tournament starts tomorrow, and it's
Yep.
over Saturday.
yeah, which is weird, but
Yeah.
there's reasons for it.
Yeah. Go USA.
Fun fact, I did see that at the Olympic Village, they handed out, I think it was 300,000 condoms to the Olympic athletes, between like about 10,000
I wonder why.
athletes. I saw somebody break it down, and it averaged about 60 condoms per guy.
Dang.
They broke it down like how much sex they'd have to be having. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, I've heard they like to get kind of rowdy in the Olympic Village.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. For the ones that stay there, at least.
Yeah.
Which...
I'm sure it's a little crazy. They were talking about... I saw somebody like posting something about how cold it was there, because they were showing like they don't have AC in there, and then they show like a lady jumped out of bed wearing like sweaters, sweatpants, and then she had her blanket on. Like, we don't need it.
Well, but then I saw another thing of there was a dude who slept outside because of the no AC. It actually felt better outside.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess it just depends like how you're wired in that regard.
Yeah, it's probably true.
So again, did you watch any of the 100-meter dash at all for the men? Find out who the fastest man alive is?
I did see who it was.
Yeah, guy by the name of Noah Lyles from the U.S. Won by, I don't know, basically a hair.
Yeah, it was like
maybe 2
1,000ths of a second or something.
5 1,000ths of a second. Yeah.
Okay.
And I learned something new about how they rule when you finish. For like a close race like that, it's not by what body part crosses first; it's when your torso crosses.
Yeah.
Because of oh, good.
They lean into it and stuff so you can't like reach your finger out there and touch it first. It has to be your chest.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because when they're on the starting line, the blocks are set up different. Everybody has their own preference on where your feet are going to start. So, but your torso is all started in the same. Everybody's torso is all started in the same spot. So,
interesting.
So that technically has the equidistant for everybody to run. So that's why they go to the torso.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too because right away initially they thought the guy from Jamaica won. Like even the Ledecky, who did the broadcasting for it, the play-by-play, thought that he won initially, and then it's like, oh, hold the phone.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was good. Let's see, Simone Biles and Katie Ledecky won again. They're kind of good.
Yeah, I know Simone. I think she got silver in the floor routine as her final event ever.
Not necessarily ever. She might come back in 4 years.
Oh, I thought she said she was done.
Nah, I think she said she didn't, just because it's going to be in the U.S., competing in your home nation. Especially seeing what all the French athletes, the support that they got. And then you add in American fans, and we can get a little rowdy.
We can. Tend to, yep.
Just a smidge. So that is our Olympic update.
Yeah, I haven't watched as much as I normally do, honestly.
Same.
I used to watch a lot more of it, and it's just been, I don't know if it's not on TV, you have to go to a streaming site, so it makes it a little, then you have to pick through which ones.
Yeah, well, and I think it's just because of the time. Like, for
That doesn't help.
everything that's live, like the final event, like the finals and stuff, it's all like 2 when everybody's at like work. So I mean, on the weekends it's a little easier, but like during the week though, it's harder.
Yeah, for sure. Today I just kind of happened to catch Amador's final match, and that was awesome.
I did see something funny too. I'm pretty sure this was from this Olympics, and I could be wrong. If I have this wrong, I apologize. But my favorite sport, Olympic race walking.
Nice.
They were doing that actually on an indoor track. I'm pretty sure what it was. And there was a lady, I don't know if she was from Spain or where, but as they were coming down the home stretch, she had probably a good maybe 10-yard lead. And she started kind of celebrating early. Like she was wearing like a cape of like I think it was a Spanish flag or some flag or whatever her home nation was. And she got passed. And just to see her reaction right when she got passed, it's like, oh, that's why you don't celebrate.
About that moment, you knew you messed up.
Yep, and you lost the gold. So congrats. I also did see. I think it was like a mixed relay, like a 4x4 mixed relay. And there's some lady, I don't know if it's from the Netherlands. She came from like 4th to 1st coming down the stretch. I think
that's awesome.
She beat the American relay team. It was pretty sweet to watch. I mean, it sucks that the American team got beat, but just you know what I mean.
I think going into the day or leaving at the end of the day, the United States has surpassed China in gold medals.
Yep. So, Cody, what do I always say about the U.S.? Do you know?
If you ain't first, you're last.
No, we are red, white, and better than you.
Oh yeah, I have heard you say that before, and I have rolled my eyes every time.
Thanks, Cody. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. Let's see. What else has happened in the sporting world? I mean, the Olympics kind of takes everything else done.
Let's see. I mean, baseball's going on. Twins lost to the Cubs tonight, but they're still like 3-4 games out of first place. So we're still competitive. Aaron Judge is a monster for the Yankees. He's going to be a pain in the butt come postseason time. I just know how it goes because the Twins will probably have to play the Yankees. Then other than that, that's kind of about it. Except, I guess, do you want to talk about football?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
So, I guess, many of you might be wondering, like, where's the Pest of the Week? I mean, by now, usually this early
almost always.
Yeah, we usually like hit that right away in our episode. Not today, because this is where we go.
This week's Pest of the Week, which is brought to you by Decora Lawn Care. What is wrong with me? Wow, Decora Pest Control.
They do lawn care too?
Sorry, Cass.
Dane.
Cass, you just got a new job. Decora Pest Control, where Cass offers monthly and quarterly services. He does rodent control, gets rid of like Andy or mice and rats. He treats for gnats. I don't know if he does gnats now that I say that out loud.
Dane, you really?
I lost my little sheet.
Oh, that's not good. You were doing so well with all this, and now it's just...
I know, I failed.
Gone.
He includes earwigs, cockroaches, ants, bed bugs, fleas, bees, and box elder bugs. Call Cass at 563-419-3251. That's 563-419-3251, and tell him that Cody and Andy sent you. And the Pest of the Week this week is whoever the heck it was who picked out what they thought was a good choice for the Texans' new uniform. It is hideous.
Yes, it is. And this is just their away ones. Like, we haven't even seen their home ones yet, or even their alternate ones in person, which those look hideous too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And, like, there's no need for
It reminds me, they just had, like, they have so much potential right now. Why ruin it with...
Yeah.
It reminds me of when Jacksonville did that, like, two-toned, stupid helmet.
Hey, I will say, though, that did work for them because that's the year they went to the conference title game, or, like, within the next couple of years after they did that.
With Blake Bortles.
Should have went to the Super Bowl, too. But they ran into Tommy, who then ran into Nick Foles. But yeah,
Philly special.
I just don't. I don't get it because the Texans like white unis, they're old ones, nice and clean. I think they had the stripe down the side, but either I know they at least had like the colored collar here, but it was nice. It was clean. Away or their home blue ones and their alternate red ones. I love their alternate red ones. And now I don't know.
If you're gonna do it, you have to do it right. I mean, now like the University of Oregon, they put a different one out every week, so like it doesn't matter if they have a bad one because they'll have a good one of the weeks. But they're committed to this for what, 4 years?
5. I think it has. I think 5. Uniforms have to be 5 years. It's kind of like, in a sense, the Packers' new alternate unis. Their winter warning jerseys. I like the white. The white helmet is meh, and the helmet would look a lot better if it had a gold stripe going down the middle. Also, explain this to me. Why are you wearing a winter warning jersey for a noon game in the middle of October against said Texans?
Well, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, thank you. Again, uniform decisions should not be this hard. They make it harder than it needs to be.
It's really crappy because like you've seen some really sweet jerseys come out too. I think one of your least favorite teams, if not your least favorite team, has a really crisp alternate jersey coming out. The Vikings winter or white one.
So a winter warrior jersey for a team that plays indoors makes total sense.
Don't care. It
makes total
doesn't.
sense.
But that jersey is sweet.
Yeah, that's also a thing. I feel like the Packers copied them. I mean, I know we went the white out like with the when they went with the color rush like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, why do we want to be like that team? Why? Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
As an owner, I will not stand for this, so I'm going to put my foot down.
A little too late. I think you got overruled.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, hey, your wide receiver got paid. My number 1 fantasy draft pick got paid.
Yeah,
alternate money a little bit, or altered money a little bit.
Yep. Basically, he just got a raise. That's kind of what happened.
Yeah, which it's basically just more guaranteed money, right?
Yep.
I believe.
Yep. Locked him up for the 3 years that he was already locked up for, but I don't know, made him happy. He's got some kids to pay for, so.
Hey, and he's number 1 on the NFL's top 100 list.
Yep, that was probably a bargaining chip, honestly.
Yeah, at least Patrick Mahomes was number 2. No, he wasn't number 2.
No,
was he number
he wasn't
3?
even number. He was the number 2 quarterback on it.
Yeah, he was number 4.
Which
again, I don't get. These lists mean nothing to me. But do you really want to give Superman more motivation? Like,
right.
Not that he needs it, but yeah,
he's good.
Yeah, that's gonna end well for everybody. It's just gonna.
Yeah. With a 3-peat.
Yeah. Until they lose to Green Bay, but yeah. No. Okay, well, it's worth a shot.
Then you'll turn Madden off and.
Ha.
Thank you.
Ha. You're funny.
I know.
You know what's not funny though, or what's awesome? My team had 60,000 maniacs show up for their family night scrimmage on Friday night.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. That is Packer fans to a T. We're a special breed. Just a smidge.
Special.
Yes. Thank you.
I know that there's a lot of joint practices happening now in the NFL, and which a lot of the times leads to fights.
Wait, people fight?
I believe I read something that Daniel Jones kind of was the lone giant in the middle of a fight.
I did see that. I also saw, and I don't know how much facts there is to this, so this is just me speaking of words here. But Amon-Ra St. Brown got in a fight, or he got attacked by Giants players, and nobody came and defended him.
That's what you want.
Yeah, especially over your new highest paid player. That's exactly what.
Yeah.
Or minus Jared Goff, but
Your
yeah,
highest paid non-quarterback.
yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all.
It's not a good look.
No. But yeah, Daniel Jones jumping into one of the fights. They're just instigating one of the fights. Is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think Brian Dable is secretly hoping, hey, get hurt,
knock him
we'll
out,
make a trade,
knock him out, knock him out.
Yeah.
Just let him finish. Let him finish.
Yep. Maybe take a swing at a helmet with a fist, because that always works out good.
Yeah, that's always the smart. In the middle of a fight, getting punched in the head, let's take our helmet off.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And then, unless you're Myles Garrett, keep your helmet on.
That's true. He reminds me of Happy Gilmore. I'm the only person to ever take my skate off and try to stab a guy with it.
I was watching that movie over the weekend. Such a good movie.
Nice. That is great.
Such a good movie. I hate that Bob Barker.
I hate that guy.
R.I.P. Bob. Okay, so should we dive into our second class division? Old breakdown.
Yeah, I don't remember who it is.
NFC South. Which that's a division right there.
Yeah.
It could arguably be the worst division in all football.
Yeah.
In a sense. Because Carolina, they're setting Bryce Young up to fail. They're just going to be bad.
Yep.
New Orleans.
So they got Josie Jewell.
That is true. Shout out. Let's see. New Orleans.
Hey.
Oh, good.
Josie Jewell came and watched my daughter play baseball this year.
Oh, heck
Coach
yeah.
pitch.
That's awesome.
Because his niece or nephew was on the same team.
Oh, really?
And his brother-in-law was the coach of my of her team, her coach pitch team.
Well, Dane,
who he is actually
that's awesome.
A president, or not president. He's also one of the I think he's the principal of the middle school in Cresco.
Who is it? Do you know?
I don't remember his name.
Okay.
But I know he's Josie Jewell's brother-in-law, because I know his wife's. I know his wife went to school with me.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So let's see. The New Orleans Saints, they're probably going to win 6 games, maybe. I don't know why Dennis Allen didn't get fired. But yeah, they're probably just going to win 6 games, and they're still
Atlanta.
They're still paying off Drew Brees' contract and Taysom Hill's contract. And then we get to Atlanta and Tampa, which will probably be fighting for the division
at like 9-7.
Yeah, maybe get to 10 wins.
Maybe one of them has 10 wins.
Yeah. I mean, Atlanta basically comes down to how healthy is Kirk O'Chains.
Yeah.
Which actually, I shouldn't say that, because I'm a big believer in Michael Penix, but it might be one of those where maybe he's best just to sit for a year and just learn and get healthy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Falcons do have some weapons, like Bijan is...
Drake London, pretty good.
Yep.
Kyle Pitts is supposedly good.
He's supposed to be like the greatest tight end of all time without any hints of that actually happening.
Yeah. Their defense is still a little suspect, though, and same thing with their offensive line. And then we get to Tampa, where you and I both love Baker Mayfield, I believe, right? Yep. Still got Mike Evans, still got Chris Godwin, got Tristan Wirfs, who
signed a big deal.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Is he moved to left tackle though now, didn't he?
Yes, I think
like last year, or the year before, maybe.
Yep. Still got Vita Vea on the back on the defensive line. This should actually be a pretty fun divisional race, I think.
Yeah, I think the top two is going to be tight. It's just I don't think they're the cream of the crop, but I hate to say this, but they are also in the NFC. So
and I mean, last year Tampa went toe to toe at Detroit with a trip to go to the NFC title game. I don't know. It's a very interesting division, and then you got a motivated Kirk Cousins who got paid a lot of money coming off an Achilles injury in the year that he might have had a chance to win MVP if he would have stayed healthy.
Yeah.
And then you got the always motivated Baker Mayfield who just wants to stick it to everybody.
Yeah. One of the most fun people to watch in the NFL.
They need to bring him back with progressive
great commercials.
They do. Okay, what were we gonna say?
I mean,
Sorry, I
like
interrupt you.
they could make that like moving to Florida into your retirement home.
Yeah. See, progressive. Call us. Cody
Right.
and I have ideas here.
Yeah, and I hit a deer not too long ago, so I could use some insurance.
You just got to bundle. I think that's their big thing now. Just bundle your home and auto. I think. I don't know. I think that's what their big shtick is for their commercials.
Yeah, I think you're right. Bundle home auto, and
Yeah.
I don't have a boat or RV.
Yeah, I don't get any of that either. Okay, so who do you like in the division? Who wins?
I'm gonna go. I think Atlanta wins the division with 10 wins.
Okay. Are they the only playoff team?
No, I believe. I believe Tampa also makes it in.
Okay.
With 9 or 10 wins. Like I think they're
like neck and neck, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Comes down to like whatever, like a tiebreaker of some sort, maybe. And then the Saints get 6 wins, and Carolina gets 3.
Yeah,
Carolina's top 3 pick in the NFL or draft next year.
If that happens, do they move on from Bryce Young?
Probably. I think they do. Do they need to? Probably not, because I don't think you have to set guys up to succeed, and he has not had that opportunity at all.
Yep. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree with you for the most part. Flip-flop Tampa and Atlanta for me, though. I think Tampa wins the division. I think Atlanta makes the playoffs, and I think Michael Penix starts like the last 4 games. I think something happens to Kirk.
Okay.
Maybe it's the last 6.
Andy's seeing an injury happen.
I am. Which I don't wish that on anybody. It's just what I think.
No, Kirk's a good dude.
Yeah.
You probably hate him less now than you used to because he's not in the Vikings.
I don't know. I can still make fun of him. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's always fun to make fun of people that are making bajillion dollars when we're busting our butts every day.
Especially initially when he got paid $84 million from the Vikings. It turned out well. And then, I think New Orleans may, like you said, I think they win 6 games.
Yeah.
And then fire Dennis Allen. And then, Carolina maybe wins 4. I'll give them 4. But it's not a lot. It won't be pretty. I mean, They did have the worst record in football last year. And at least they got their first round pick. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. Oh, well, that's not good.
No.
Yeah, poor Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young actually is good. It's just he's set up to fail. Like,
and it's not helping him with C.J. Stroud doing so well either.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I think if Stroud would have went there, I think he doesn't succeed as much. I mean, is it maybe as bad? No, but I don't think he's doing what he did with the Texans last year.
No, and I think would Bryce Young do better on the Texans than he is on the Panthers? Probably. Not a lot, but
yeah. Oh, okay, better on the Texans than he is doing in
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I agree with you there. Yeah, he wouldn't do better than C.J. Stroud did last year.
No, he wouldn't be doing. He'd be doing admirable for a rookie quarterback type.
Yep.
Or for a young quarterback, like in the fight of not out of games.
Yeah, and I mean they were competitive in games last year. I will say.
Yeah.
I mean they should have could have beat Green Bay. I'll be honest.
And they had Miami on the ropes early.
Yeah.
And then they didn't, and the wheels fell out. Like, they had a 2 or 3 touchdown lead against Miami early.
Yeah.
And then Miami...
And the problem is, too, they arguably have the worst owner in all of football, in Dave Tepper. Like, is he more impatient than Jerry Jones?
I bet they wish that Dan Snyder still owned the... Commanders, because he could always take the worst owner in football.
Yep, and now it's not that anymore. Yeah,
Passed on.
Dave Tepper, you're number one. Congrats. So,
What he always wanted.
So that's our NFC South breakdown, and that just leaves us with only one division left. Do you know the division, Cody?
I believe it's one that nobody else cares about.
It's the old black and blue division from back in the day. The NFC North division, as Chris Berman liked to call it. It's my division.
Yeah, wait. What division are they doing the Hard Knocks on? Like full division? Oh, that's the AFC.
AFC North.
AFC North.
Yeah, probably the best division of football this year.
Yeah.
I mean, both Norths are going to be good, but oh my word, that AFC North is loaded.
It's going to be a gauntlet.
Yeah. But yeah, so that, I don't know, anything else football-wise you want to talk about at all? I mean, how bad I'm beating you in college football right now, but...
Oh, that's bad. Hey, I'm on a win streak. I've won my last 3 games.
That's good. I won my first natty the other day, so that was...
Not in that league.
Not in that... In a different league, though. I won my first natty. I'm happy.
What are you, 5, 6 seasons in that one?
That's true. But yeah, the one that
is that what you're at?
Yeah, 6. 6, just complete.
Okay.
Either 5 or 6. I can't remember. I think it's 6. But
are you a 5-star school yet?
no, I think I just got to 4. I was 3 going into last year.
Okay.
But now, I mean, we just joined another league too. Oh, good.
Yep. The league that I do myself, Ball State, just moved up to a 2-star school. I'm getting some 3-star recruits, like wanting there actually, and not having to fight for them.
That's what we
like to hear. A few 4s. I won my first MAC championship.
Shout out Maction. Hashtag Maction.
And I beat Georgia Southern in a bowl game, the Who Gives a Crap Bowl. I don't remember what it was, but I was 10-3, and they were 6-7 going into it.
That's lower. Really? That's lower tier bowls for it. It's what you get.
Yeah. I still had to fight to win it.
And yeah, now we're in a league again, and you get to go to Disney World.
7 of us, yeah.
Yeah.
University of Central Florida. I am a knight, right? Scarlet Knight.
Not Scarlet, just regular Knights.
No,
Scarlet is Rutgers. Hey, but you're national champs from like 3 years ago. At least they have a banner that says so.
They have a banner. Counts.
I have banners too. They're from basketball, but my school has banners.
They're there. Indiana.
Yeah,
Hoosier State.
It's been like 40 years, but we got banners. I just want to beat Purdue. That's my big goal. I just want to beat Purdue because I hate Purdue.
I just want to end up a season ranked.
Hey, you will. With some hard work and dedication, maybe a little luck, you will.
Yeah, it's going to take luck. I know I'm going to start my 3rd season of... Dude, you saw that in the newest one? I tried to make our league. I tried to...
Yeah, make your name Cody.
It won't let me put the name Cody. I had to put it Codey just so I could have the name.
You know what's funny? I think Ashton tried to do that with, I think on MLB The Show a few years ago. He tried to do Ashton, and it was laced for profanity, or blocked for profanity.
Somebody's friend just decided to say something about it once, and just to get it banned.
Yep. So hey, congrats! Your name is now banned.
Yeah, I'm on the banned book list.
Good for you. Good for you, Cody. I'm proud of you.
How dare you say my name? That's profanity.
Oh, okay.
And you've always told me you never swear.
Correct.
There you were, throwing around the word Cody like it's...
Dude, I wanted to bleep this out now when we're talking.
Edited.
Yep. Hey, I will say, though, I did get my first, for the newest league that we just did, I did get an instant recruit right away.
I saw that.
It's a 3-star prospect.
University of Indiana.
Yeah, it's a 3-star prospect.
Might as well be a 5-star.
That's true. Because what is he, Cody?
Number 1 position in football. Fullback, baby.
Because just remember, everybody, they are people too. Yeah, I actually got to say it once.
Yeah, but we haven't done our.
I know we haven't.
You're a little premature.
I know. Well, yeah, we haven't ended the podcast. That's because we're not into the podcast yet. Because
I know. It's usually the end of the podcast, though.
That is true. But we still have, I believe, a top 5 to do. Correct?
We do.
So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, Our top 5 is brought to you by Lecte's Lawn Care, who specialize in complete lawn maintenance and health, snow and ice control, and small engine repairs. Call the guys at 1-641-330-1927 for any questions about your lawn or anything lawn care related. That's 1-641-330-1927.
Perfect.
So,
well,
yeah, go ahead.
It is, like we talked about it a lot. The Olympics are on, Summer Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give our top 5 favorite Summer Olympic sports?
Yep.
I think my number 1 is not going to be a surprise to anybody.
So it's basketball. Okay, good. I got that down.
Oh, yep, got her done.
Yeah, and again, we must say this is Summer Olympics because if not, I think Cody would we both put curling at number 1.
Oh well, it'd be top.
If we put
it'd be top 5
if
for
we
sure.
included the winter. Okay, so yes, this is our top 5 Summer Olympic sports. Do you want me to lead off, or do you?
All right, I'll lead it off.
Okay, go ahead.
We've talked about it a little bit tonight. You know what? And we're the number 1 women's sports podcast. I'm gonna go with women's gymnastics.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't have it like. It's just fun to watch because they do things that just don't seem possible. Like that balance bar routines that they do, like how, or the vault, whatever that.
Yeah, and where you know you're just twirling and you're gonna eventually land, hopefully, on your feet.
Yeah, and in Spanx doing it with the big smile on your face, just don't understand it.
Yeah,
they are fantastic athletes, and they don't get the credit that they deserve.
Okay, number 5 for me. It's actually also one that we've talked about just very briefly. Olympic race walking.
Nice.
It is one of the craziest sports to actually watch, just with all the hip swivels and everything. But it's so funny. I love it so much.
It's cool, like seeing some of these people become like did you see that girl that like was a professional rower, just went working in finance of some sort?
Yeah, and
went biking once.
Yeah,
and then she just won the gold.
And she wasn't even supposed to race. She was an alternate,
right?
Because somebody else couldn't. My God,
what a story!
That's nuts. I know. Now that's like a Hollywood type story. In all honesty,
yeah.
It really is. So, somebody get on that.
Call us. We can be something.
Well, we can be idea people, like on how to necessarily direct, but we can come up with a storyboard.
Perfect.
That's what we
I think
do.
we can make it a movie.
I think we can.
Numero cuatro. Spanish for 4. Beach volleyball. Women's. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Who didn't grow up watching the women? Like, that was always one of my favorite events to watch. I didn't understand why for a while, and then eventually I did understand why I liked it so much, but it's a great sport.
Nice. My number 4, we're going to go kind of out there again with the sport. Water polo. I don't get it.
It's fun to watch.
I don't understand
it at all.
Like, you can even get in the penalty box, apparently. Like, I didn't realize that at all either.
Do you just have to tread water there, or are you just sitting on the side?
I think you're just sitting on the side, or they actually put you in like a box type deal. But yeah, it's pretty fun to watch, especially when the U.S.
That is fun.
Obviously, when the U.S. is playing, it's fun to watch too. But...
Well, my number 3 is also water polo.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 3 is one that you had earlier. Women's gymnastics. My word, those ladies are freaking talented.
Yes, they are. Simone Biles is the GOAT.
Yep. And her husband attempts to play football. So he's part of the enemy now, so I can't like him.
He was a Packer before, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. But instead of doing what every other former Packer does...
She made some cool... she made some cool clothing for him.
Yes. Like, so, I mean, I'm fine with him leaving. If we can take Simone back, though, I'd be totally all right with that. But, yeah, normally, everybody on the Packers, or everybody that leaves the Packers, if they're going to go to a division rival, it's usually to Minnesota. Now, he went to Chicago instead, so... I hope
he'll be fine.
I hope he sucks. But okay, continue.
Number two. My number two. I'm not gonna lie. My number two and number one are boring, but like picks wise, like they're not boring sports, but golf. God, I love golf. I love that they made it an Olympic sport, and U.S. has been dominant in it so far.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. I'm also gonna have golf at 2.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the men's or the women's tournaments, it means so much.
I'm excited for the women's.
I am too. Hopefully,
and just
good.
Watching them play for pride is so much fun.
Yeah. Hopefully, Corda can can win back-to-back golds, or somebody from the U.S. can, obviously, but
yeah.
Okay, so
and
I guess
my
there
number
can only
one
be number one
comes
for
as
you.
My number one is
basketball.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Soccer.
No. But I did see the U.S. women's national team is playing for the gold in that, so
that is true.
Good for them. After a 1-0 win over Germany.
Is it the pole vault?
I'm not French. In any way, shape, or form, I am not French.
Sorry, I had to get that.
Lost.
I had to get that in.
What a prick. Get it?
Yep.
I would have to say wrestling.
Wow, that color me shocked.
I know. Probably knocked you off your chair.
It almost did. I almost fainted a little bit. You would have to finish the podcast all by yourself.
That's what people have been asking for. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. I guess I have heard rumblings about that too. So
who's your numero uno?
Swimming. I love
Nice.
Olympic swimming, especially when it's a close race or even like the relays, and then you see one member is able to just haul the freaking male at the end and try to haul him down, or just when you're watching like the goats. So like I always love watching Michael Phelps. It's fun watching Katie Ledecky swim. Because you just want to see what they're gonna do.
She's so good.
Yeah. Well, so I think for the 1500, she owns the top 20 fastest times. And for, I don't know if it's like the 800 backstroke or there's some other event, she owns the top 30 in the world. That's good.
That's very good.
That's very good.
Is the swimming all done yet? Or is it?
I think so. I couldn't tell you at the top of my head. Unfortunately, I don't know the Olympic schedule, but
Yeah.
The only thing that I know basketball is still going on, but and then the women's golf. That's about all I know.
Women's, I know there's a lot of wrestling left. I believe I think a lot of those like big tournaments, like the soccer, the basketball, like those kind of are towards the end of the Olympics.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think there's still
wrestling.
some
I
more
don't understand how they
track
do it
too. But
yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, where was that guy from that did that won the silver medal in like shooting? That everybody else was like, dude, was it like Turkey or?
Yeah, somewhere in Europe, like Turkey, Germany. I think it's Turkey though. Yeah, everybody else is. And now I will say, I don't think that these people should be able to use these high-tech, like basically rangefinders, in a sense.
Yeah.
Like this guy from like Turkey was just using eye protection. That's all it was.
Yeah, and he had one hand in his pocket. He had one hand on the gun. He looked like he dressed like I do. Like,
yeah, he just
looked like a dad going out to the range to blow off some steam, and he won a silver medal. And
then what's funny is I just saw another picture of him. So you have that picture of him with in the Olympics, and then he's a cat. And then he has a picture of him with his cat on like Instagram. It's like, yeah, that's my guy right there. I don't know his name, but that's pretty sweet.
That is awesome.
Again, when you can just be that casual and then still like, oh hey, look, I won silver.
Yeah, it's almost like watching Scotty Scheffler going up there, just like going to the Olympics, but like he's playing on Sunday with his boys.
Yep. Good for Scotty. And just seeing seeing him tear up when the anthem was going on, it's like,
I love it,
man.
You love seeing him emotional for the anthem.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, if Scotty can be the face of golf, I think that's good for everybody. Hey, and it's a
Yep.
true triumph story. I mean, from wearing orange about 2 months ago to now wearing gold.
Convict.
Convict to champion.
Olympic champ.
Yeah. That a boy, Scotty. Bravo. So, I guess anything else you want to touch on at all? I mean, we got an NFL preseason. I probably will watch about as much as I did this last weekend.
No, I will pay attention to the joint practices of the Dolphins because I think you learn more from the practices than you do the actual game.
Yeah.
Preseason game.
If anything, I might just watch like maybe the first, I don't know, however long the Packers starters are going to play, just to make sure nobody gets hurt. That's my biggest concern.
I doubt. Is Love playing in the first?
He is.
Okay.
That scares me. I'm not going to lie.
They usually will play them in one game.
Yeah.
For a little bit, a couple series, but
yeah. So that does scare me a little bit, but hopefully everybody makes it all right healthy. I mean, for all completely, you don't want anybody suffering any stupid injuries.
No, it's going to happen, but you don't want to see it.
Yeah. So I guess
So,
other than that, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, comment, tell your friends, tell your enemies. Am I missing anybody?
yeah, if you don't like us, tell the people you don't like to make them listen to us, Maybe they'll...
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a good way to torture.
Yeah. It's torture for me every time I have to talk to Andy anyway.
Exactly. But yeah.
No, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. But yeah, leave us any comments. Leave us any other any questions you guys may have. You want us to answer? You guys, any stuff you want us to talk more in depth about? We can try.
Give us an idea for a top 5.
Yep. If you have any pest of the week yourself.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, Cody, you know that I tried to do it earlier. Send us away.
Hey, everybody, remember, fullbacks are people too.
Thank you, everybody,
Peace.
for listening. We will catch you next week.